Welcome back to our program. I'm your host, Wu Ruiguo. We will continue our discussion with Mr. Larry Lee, who is a project coordinator and also a volunteer at Daai Technology Company in Taiwan. Larry, we know that what difference, especially with Daai Technology Company presents, compared with other private business enterprises in Taiwan, is its vision and also its responsibility. Responsibility not only to the organization members, but also to the public, to Taiwan, and also to the world. And can you then share with us some of the ideas and visions behind that, Daai Technology Company's mission that you would like to promote when you tell the people around the world and watching our program today, what are some of the ideas and vision that you will advocate?
We try to, by way of selling our products, we like to tell all the people in the world that there is only one Earth.
Yes.
And if we ruin everything in this world, then we have no place to go.
Exactly.
So in this society, I think in many societies, many good people, they are silent.
Yes.
They do something good, but you need some entity or more people, more stronger sound, to enlighten them, to attract everybody's attentions. So for this part, Daai Technology we also has another kind of responsibility, which is to tell everyone the materials is basically contains a lot of great love of the volunteers, environmental volunteers. For instance, we have sisters in Xindian areas. She collect the recycled bottles, that kind of stuff, in the midnight, not in the daytime. Why in the midnight? Because she felt that in this world, for instance, in Taipei City, there are still many people. They are living not a good life, and their life perhaps rely on collecting this kind of garbage and selling to the recycling company. Then they can have the cash to support their own lives. And this sister, she doesn't want to,
sort of compete
with those guys. So she did not collect the bottles during the daytime. She works everything during the midnight. So in Ciji World, this sister has a nickname, Moon Grandma. So this is only a very small example that we try to bring up to everyone knows that there are a lot of silent people, very ordinary people. They are working every day around the corners to collect the polyester bottles, collect the papers, all kinds of materials, and trying to recycle them. This is a very important message we are trying to deliver.
And Larry, you have been in responsibility with sales, marketing, and private businesses, and also now, doing similar kinds of, responsibilities with Daai Technology Company. How do you find the two roles to be different? One is probably profit-oriented. The other one is idea or mission-oriented. How do you find even though you're doing similar things, but how do you find the two experiences to be different or the same?
It's quite different. In Daai Technology, we are trying to manage this company with the methodology that our master teach us. For instance, in the private sectors, we always give order, especially you are on the top. You give order to your staff. Do it and ask them to deliver the performance you wish. But in Daai Technology, we manage the company in different ways. We are trying to work together. We are not just people, standing there just giving order to our staff. And in the meantime, I'm totally a stranger from other industries. So for me, there are a lot of things I need to learn. And our master told us that if you really concentrate, focus, then you will be a specialist. So that also encouraged me, trying to catch up everything within very short periods. So we are trying to manage this company using what our master told us, and so far I would say it's very successful. It's totally different experience from the private sector that I've been working for.
Yeah, and you shared with us in the earlier segment about your own personal transition and the commitment that you made a couple of years back to join Daai Technology Company. Then you based on your own experience, can you then share with us, maybe there are other people out there who might be interested in volunteering their time or efforts in doing, whatever that Daai Technology is doing or plans to do in the future. How would you ask them to get prepared and take part in the process that you are doing now?
Okay, I do encourage them to prepare for themselves.
Okay.
When the due time comes, and everything will happen very naturally. Just the experience I find out in myself.
Okay.
And for instance, for some countries, if they don't have the recycling system in place yet, I would encourage them, still trying to categorize the garbage that you create in your families. For instance, you can categorize the bottle, the paper, and even the residue, the food residue.
Yes.
And trying to find a way out locally, because if we talk about the recycling experience of Tzu that's 20 years ago. 20 years ago, we don't have that kind of system in place.
No.
So I would say in some countries, probably they will experience the same thing that Taiwan Tzu Foundations experienced 20 years ago.
Yes.
But still, you need to find a way out by yourselves.
Okay. And also the fact is that now people are starting to know that Daai Technology is actually part of the Tzu charitable organization. Does that fact help you in terms of marketing or making a sale for your products to people? Does it make your products a little more attractive to your potential customers?
Definitely.
Okay.
For instance, if we, especially before selling the product, if we can let them understand what is the philosophy of Daai Technology.
Yes.
Mostly, I would say people will be moved.
Okay.
And when people moved, purchasing your products is quite natural.
Of course.
Even they don't care about the price.
No.
If you compare the polo shirts, for instance, I'm wearing now, it's, I would say, 2 times of the polo shirts that you can purchase in Taiwan markets.
Okay.
So if they don't understand what is the reason, the background, why you want to produce this kind of products, they will simply tell you, oh, this is way too high. I don't want to spend too much money for this.
Okay.
But if they understand, buying this kind of product, actually you are doing some good deeds for to protect our own earth.
Yes.
Because you take back the polyesters that we created in the past, to be a bottle, to be something else.
Okay.
You recycle them and reuse them.
Okay.
That's really something that we need to do today.
Okay. And also in your marketing and sales effort, what are some of the activities or events that you have been doing to promote your products recently?
Actually, we start to learn.
Okay.
For the roadshow, we try to attend all kinds of roadshow that we know.
Okay.
Because we don't know what kind of people will come to the roadshows.
Yes.
So we try to get familiar with that kind of activities.
Yes.
I think maybe for next year we have more experience. What kind of roadshow is really good for us? Then we are able to select the roadshow that we can participate. But for the time being, we try to expose ourselves to the best we can.
Okay.
So our senior director actually for the weekends, normally he's not in Taipei.
No.
He will be in middle part or southern part of Taiwan, or even go to abroad, to tell people the background, the philosophy of Daai Technology, what is the why we are motivation, to do this kind of things.
Okay.
So this is a very brand new experience from my past working experience.
Okay, good. And finally, for this segment, Larry, can you share with us that, judging from your experiences in taking part in all the different activities that Daai Technology has done, what would be some of the things that, people can do, maybe before joining, Tzu Chi organization or before joining Daai Technology, what they can do, in terms of their own household, try to, be a part of this greater team of recycling in Taiwan?
Actually, we can do much more than we can we thought.
Okay.
For instance, in Tzu Chi Foundation, they promote some kind of we call it 5 good deeds per day.
Okay.
Saving water.
Okay.
Saving your electricity.
Okay.
For instance, in Taiwan, we can. We might not need to, turn on your air conditioner every night, every day. Okay. And bring up your own cup, your own bowl, chopsticks, which means that you don't need to purchase any kind of drinks in polyester bottles.
Yes.
And taking the mass transportations.
Okay.
And being vegetarian.
Okay.
I do encourage everyone try no meat meal.
Okay.
That's
at least once a week.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm a vegetarian.
Really?
In the past.
How long have you been a vegetarian?
2 years.
2 years.
In the past, I cannot eat without meat.
Yes.
But ever since that, just satisfy my own desire. You had to kill so many animals, and the process, because we don't see the process of slaughtering those animals.
Of course.
One very famous scientist in the Western world said one thing that's very inspiring. He said that if all the slaughterhouse is transparent, he believed nobody will eat meat anymore.
Again. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're going to take another break on our program, and when we come back, we will conclude our conversation with Mr. Larry Lee, who is a project coordinator and also volunteer with Daai Technology Company in Taiwan. I'll see you in just a few minutes.